Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but the show must go on, correct? Yes. Yes, of course. Oh, man. I had a bit of a night last night, and by a bit of a night, I mean I had like 3 beers. So, I am a little, out of it? I don't know if out of it's the right phrase. Maybe a tad. Maybe just a tad. But let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get done here. I am curious. So I think what I'm gonna do is just start off. I'm just gonna go around here and it's a little bit big. Oh, man. I want to smoothen out some of these edges a little bit. No, it's still too big. Yeah, what soul there? What soul? Fantastic. What soul? Perhaps it's around here somewhere. You know, I do begin to wonder sometimes, though. Like, is there some sort of an epic quest that I must complete in order to find the soul which I have always been missing? I think we need to get rid of this. Hey, shush. Shush. I'm still not sold on this yet, because if I do like this has got a lot more detail in it than other textures on here. So that means if I do end up liking this, I would probably need to go and change some other stuff around too, which isn't a big deal. It's not a big deal. It just adds to my already immense work time on this map. But hey, by the time I'm done with this map, though, I mean, I should be a pro, right? Oh no. Fantastic. What have you done? What have you done? You never sign anything that has to do with Sevi. Never. Okay. See, the way I did this provides some problems from the get-go. Because I've got, like, the way that it's all set up is kind of it's just weird from the start, because there's some textures that are like, it's in the background, now it's in the foreground, now it's in the background, now it's in the foreground. So it just really complicates things. Bring this back down and tame it down. See, now that I'm looking at it here, let me try something. Let me try something. Because I'm looking at it now, and I'm not sure that I like it as much. I don't think I'm ever gonna make up my mind on half of this shit. You know? What are you back there barking at, dog? This Nozaku boy is the nonsense that we all come here for. Yeah. See, I'm able to blend it in to the river and have it and give it a little bit more, I don't know, depth. But I'll tell you what, I mean, it's just, it's a little tough here. It's a little tough. Just simply because these hard edges, man, these hard edges are killing me. But regardless, I was going to need to soften these up anyway. See what I mean? A lot of this stuff has been like, it's just odd the way that I did it in the first place, and I think that was just a consequence of me being a noob. But, you know, it is what it is, man. But I just want to be sure to soften these up a little bit. And I think you know what? I don't need it. I guess it really doesn't need any sand necessarily. I was thinking like gravel and sand kind of on the banks of the river in some spots, but honestly, I'm not sure it needs it. Dude, I'm telling you, there is something supernatural about her. And the way that she affects dice rolls. Like, say what you want about the divine, or the supernatural, but I'll tell you what, there's something that, some essence that she brings with her that is, it's not right. It's not right. Damn, fantastic. That is a good question. My week has been the same as every week. I don't really know how to go any further into detail than that. You know? Like my week has been nondescript. There we go. It has been nondescript. Oh, that was not meant to do that. I'm going to turn the opacity all the way back up. Yeah, I'm going back in and I'm covering this back up with grass because I just, there's something about it, man, that I don't know. I think maybe I'm overthinking it. And yeah, I mean, I'm open to feedback. You guys can tell me what you think. If you think the shores of the river actually need something on them. But honestly, the more I play with it, the more I the more I'm like, all I need is grass, and I just need to blend it in with the river. That's all I need to do, just to kind of get rid of the hard edges, you know. That's kind of where my mind's at. Now, I might actually widen the river up a bit. Just to... Yeah, I think I might actually do that. Is just widen the river up just a tad. Yeah, I'm going to need to widen it up because I keep bringing it in. I keep narrowing it. Welcome to Saturday Morning Map Making with Moss, where Moss just makes mistakes and then fixes them for the whole stream. Don't get me wrong, I somewhat subscribe to Bob Ross's philosophy that there are no mistakes. There's just happy accidents. But I'll tell you what, I don't think it always applies. If you're doing an oil landscape painting, then maybe that applies. Not here on Saturday Morning Map Making. Our philosophy is, if you don't get it right, you suck. But this is what you guys signed up for. You guys keep coming back. See what I mean? I don't know how this happened, man. Like, everything got kind of wonky. In the way that it's, in the way that it fills in. Let's fill that in too. I feel like this track that's going on right now is like, I don't know. Feels like a medieval cover of some sort of an emo song from the 90s. Or a punk song. Like a Blink 182 song or something. Okay. We got all those fixed? Just about. Almost. Almost got it all fixed. Actually, I'm gonna fill this in because this is clearly not been fixed. Alright. All grass. All grass. We're going all grass. Alright. So now we're going back to water. And we're gonna... Man, we're we're going to widen this up a little bit here. Widen it up just a tad. See, that's good. I think I want to go a little bit wider even still. Coming inland. And what's nice about this is that it'll actually give me a little bit less space to have to fill up. A triangle rope bridge? I don't even know how I'd begin to make that. Yes, shrubs I will be adding. So, like, are you talking about, like, to kind of smooth out the hard edges of the river? Because, yes. You and I, my friend, are on the same wavelength. Damn you. I'm going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. Foreground, background, foreground, background. Alright. And then we want to turn the opacity down so that way the water kind of laps up onto the shore. Give it a little bit of depth. There we go. See that here. See, that edge right there is very hard. Really want to soften that up a little bit. And honestly, oh, for fuck's sake. this up a little bit. There we go. See, this here is what's really getting to me. This here. This edge. So I think what I might have to do is probably turn the opacity up just a little bit. Get rid of that. Because it's distracting. It's such a distracting edge here. Maybe it's just me. I mean, if nothing else, if I just keep putting shit on here, then it'll add a little bit of depth to it anyway. There we go. See, that's actually not bad, actually. I am not opposed to that. That doesn't look bad. Interesting. So then if I come back in here, and just put a little bit of dirt underneath the water line, and then I'll cut that off right there. Fill this in here. Oh yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there. Fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna have some shrubbery and thickets and stuff around the edge of this water here, because I'm from the Midwest too. I don't know if you knew that. But yeah, anytime I'm on a float trip and I gotta pee, I have to wade through the brambles and thickets to get to a safe spot to piss. All right. Ooh, that needs work. That needs work. I think I just fucked this up down here. See, why is this? Here, turn this down just a little bit. Turn my opacity down. And oh, for fuck's sake. I got a new mouse the other day and I'm still not used to it. So I'm like trying to navigate around this map without screwing anything up on movement that I'm just not used to just yet. I'm gonna widen this up here. Definitely gonna widen this up here. So I think and I wonder if maybe I should bring the river in as far as this house over here. All right, so we're gonna yeah. And part of me just wants to completely start over from scratch with this area down here too. This can be just a. This can be just a little tributary. It doesn't have to be a big river. It can be just something a little bitty. But honestly, like, part of this is just so I can, like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of these fuckers. Fuck them. Get out of here. Go. Part of this is just so I can get rid of, like, all of the mishmash of what I did previously and mixing background with foreground, and just, like, it's just a mess right now. Okay. And I'm probably gonna need to litter the river with just fallen trees and rocks and stuff too. Give it a little bit more character. But do you see what I mean here? Like, it's just foreground mixed with background mixed with foreground mixed with background. Like, see, what is this? This here is infuriating. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna get this. Okay. And then, let's see. Let me get rid of these. I'm gonna get rid of these damn trees. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened here, man. But I'm just now coming to terms with all of the mistakes I've made so far. Actually, you know what? I think what would really make a lot more sense is if I brought... I'm gonna need to bring this in a little bit. So this way, this tributary joins with this river as opposed to it seeming as if it curves around. There we go. That's a little bit better. What do you mean break the farms away with from the city? Are you talking about just like completely move the river somewhere else? Because the only reason I don't want to necessarily do that is because the river is the reason that the city is set up this way. You know? And so, like, I don't know if I feel like I would have to go back in and reformat like the entirety of the city to basically compensate for the movement of the river. Oh. Yeah, for the yeah, if I'm doing a different map, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to say this is the last map that I'll do like this, but I think with the complexity, I probably won't do one this complex, you know? I probably won't do one this complex, which is fine. Because I feel like chances are eventually people are going to get sick and tired of watching me make the same map over every week, which, by the way, you know, if you guys ever do get tired of watching me fiddle around with this map, I can switch over to a different one. I can just completely start a new one. But right now, like, for some reason, I'm just like fixated on trying to get this dadgum river right, you know? Let's see. Let me see here. You know what? I'm gonna try something here, because bear with me for just a second, because my window is so doggone small. Kind of want to... Here, I'm going to transition real quick. See. Maybe this helps. Alright. That should... I should have widened up my camera window a little bit. So hopefully I'm not, like, right up on the camera. And you can actually see me a little bit better. Let's see. But that's what's kind of cool about doing this map, like, every week, is that I can hone in on like one or two things over the course of a stream and get it right, instead of having to focus on the same thing every single week. Because at that point, that's when you get burnout, and that's when you get, you get burnout, and you get, block. You get, like, you know, we'll call it Mapmaker's block. Got stuck on that saving screen. I was afraid it wasn't going to do anything. It was going to get locked out or crash or something. Anyway. So how was everybody else's week? What did everybody else get up to? Just working, or did anybody do anything particularly crazy? I asked that because I'm refilling my vape real quick. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And there's people on, like, if you join the Incarnate Map Discord, like, there's some people on there who they make insane looking maps. Like, you can really do a lot more than what I am able to display on with my skill set on here. Like, I think, you know, I think I'm getting better. I'm getting better at using the program, but you know, everything needs work. It just needs practice, you know, just like everything else. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully you're feeling better. So just a tad. Follow the water line. There we go. See, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Following the shoreline. Hmm. Bring it back in again real quick. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. Hey, what's up, Frost? Ralph. Oh, guys, I like super sore. I did, if you guys have ever heard of Bulgarian split squats, I did those the other day. And they tore my legs apart. It was an experience. Okay. Okay, so I will probably go ahead and throw some more trees back in there. What was the scale of these? 24? Okay, we want to make sure that we're consistent now. And then we want to see... randomized angle density. Let's turn the density down just a little bit here. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, look at that. New tools. Not new tools, but tools that I didn't know were available to me. That's good. Lost sound over on Twitch. Shoot. Is that something I need to go look into? baby. Interesting. It's probably just because my computer is junk and it's getting to where it can't handle everything going at once. It's probably a computer issue, and I have a hard time believing that it's an internet issue still, like, because my internet is it should be about as good as it gets, you know, at least for residential. Oh. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. These are all going to need to be scaled down too. Dag nabbit. Alright. Alright. Bear with me for just a second, guys, because I need to go and get more coffee. And I will be right back. Yes, the cool kids are here. Fantastic, you're cool, man. You're cool. Alright, I think... Let's see, how big is this brush? We don't want too big of a brush here. But we definitely need... I think there's going to be a road going along the river here. Just a dirt road, nothing... Well, maybe... maybe there'd be a semi-paved road, like a... let's see if I can find a good one. Like, if they had cobblestone. That's the one thing they don't have on here is cobblestone, surprisingly enough. Mossy pavement? What does that look like? I doubt that'll look right going down going this way. Yeah, we're just gonna do dirt. I think dirt would definitely look better. And this is another thing where we're going to have to soften up some of the edges here, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll get her done. And we want to put some more trees here, I think. Let's see. Just do one at a time. You guys see what I mean about this track reminding you of like a Blink 182 song or something? Like, am I crazy? You are correct with that, fantastic. That would wash out with flooding. However, the gods of flooding have been excommunicated from the pantheon for 10 billion years. It's canon now. Osprey, the god of natural disasters, has been sealed away in the abyss with the god of death for defiance of the natural order. That was actually a bit of lore from one of my homebrew worlds that I never actually completely finished. Yeah, you know, honestly, for us, I don't know. It depends on if Jelly Beans is 100 is proportional or if it's just absurd. Which either way, it's probably just absurd, even if it is proportional. But if it's not proportional, I mean, we're talking like literal third leg. It stretches all the way down his leg. I think, do I want to put something here? I kind of do, actually. I kind of do. Here, let's try something. Actually, let's get rid of these trees here. And yeah. Let's put it's tough to see this until you like zoom out, then you can really see it. Dagnabbit. Alright, hold on. Wait, how does this work? Multiple. How does this work? Area. Okay, no, that wouldn't make sense. Have to move this up a little bit. I think this area up here might actually be might make this a pasture for the houses. And cow, if he's got cow. Let's see, so there's a nice little gate there. And we're gonna go across like that. And oh, I think I need to move that. It's kind of tough to see with the asset being so small. Okay, see, that's kind of nice because it'll just kind of go in behind. Oh, it'll still be there, but you can just kind of go in behind the you know, what am I trying to say here? What are my words? I think BG3 handled it proportionally. Now, is there what's the proper pronunciation for that? Is it absurd or is it absurd? Because I've heard people say it both ways. Absurd and absurd. Or absurd. That sounds like an alien. Absurd. I want to make sure I've got some hay in there. Hay's for houses. Get rid of that one. These are all just going to be along the fence line here. And then put there was some like patchy grass around here somewhere. Like patchy taller grass. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this, and then we're gonna select multiple density. Yeah. Density is going to be a little bit less, I think. Just enough to give it a little bit here. Actually, I think that's pretty good. Just give him a little bit. and then a little bit of character. Yeah. The Megazord. Okay. That's where there's a lot of traffic there, I think. And then... density. It thins out a little bit here, maybe. This area is a little bit busy, isn't it? I like it a lot. And I definitely am gonna want to... Like, I like the whole aspect of blending on here. And it's just nothing crazy. It's just, you know, there's just dirt over the road and stuff. And I don't know if you can really tell. Honestly, that just looks a little bit like I'm reshading it, but... Alright. I definitely think that there would be something else down here. The question is, what? I know there would probably be more docks. Oh. Like, I know... I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Like, I never really cared about picking genitals in RPGs until... And it's not that I still care... Not that I care about it even still. But... Like, until BG3 came out... Like... I don't know. It's just odd that now that it's an option and people all of a sudden care about it. But I will say, the jiggle physics that they got on weenies is it's pretty good. You could just about get your character to helicopter it if you do it right on the character creation screen. And yes, I did play around with it a little bit. Say what you will. But you go in there, you fire up BG3, you start creating a new character, and then you see that, and you tell me that you're not going to sit there and mess around with it and just be like, oh, wow, that's actually, they put a lot of work into that for some reason. Where are the docks on here? I know there's docks on here somewhere. Here we are. Damn right I am, Commander. You're damn right. See, Conan Exiles is not one that I've ever really gotten super into. And perhaps I'm missing out. Because I know a buddy of mine really got into it, and I saw Az was playing it for a while. Az an X-Ray Girl. You never push that button? What about, have you never created a female character? Yeah. You're gonna push that button one way or another. Fantastic. You're gonna push it. And technically, is it gay if you are customizing your own weenie? Does that make it gay to look at? I don't know. Yes, Frost, you can play games as a girl now. This is 2024. You can play games as whatever you want, really. It's crazy. Actually, you know what? I think I want to get rid of these, and I want to put a little bit more of a rudimentary dock, as it were. Quit calling me on 800 number. Nobody wants to talk to you. Let's see. This. I think maybe what's the stamp scale? 24. What is this other one here? What does that do? What does that look like? See, you can't hardly see it. But that might not be a bad thing. Because it gives it just enough room to... Oh, oop, 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 oop. Ah, we don't need that. Yeah, we just need these. Because they're going to be down... It's not big ships that this thing is loading onto. This is just little ones. Now I'm changing my mind. I kind of want to go back to the other docks. Change my mind. Because it's a lot simpler, and I think that... honestly, they might work a little bit better. Because, I mean, the kind of ships that's coming in are like these over here. So, I might actually need to, though... I think I might need to spread them out a little bit. So then, okay, we're gonna need a dock worker station, a dock house, as it were. Not the right button. Button, who's got the button? Commander, I think you're right. I think food does taste a little bit different when you are outside. I don't know what it is, but yeah, what you're saying makes perfect sense. So this is going to be pretty well filled in here, I think. We want to make sure that we get... You guys know what I watched last night? I watched like 3 Fast and Furious movies. The first 3. And the first 2 of them, they're not actually as absurd as I remember. That's the word of the day, absurd. And the first one actually kind of holds up, other than the fact that, like, since it was made in 2001, the big score was like Panasonic tube TVs with like VCRs in the bottom. That's what they were like stealing in the very beginning. I'm like, oh wow, this is dated. Definitely think there would be. Actually, let's move this. I think there'd be like a little town around here, maybe. Just a little one. Let's see. It's a big old statue. Probably. Have you gone to a store and actually looked at what a standalone VCR costs? It is still expensive. I assume probably because nobody makes them now. Let's see. Okay, here we go. What's the angle on this? There we go. Like, that didn't look right. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. That's water. Um... It looks like shit. Hold on. Holy shit. There we go. I made a little dot. I made a lot of little dots. Okay. Look, so obviously, if we're going to talk about touching weird rocks, okay. So, obviously, I, as a person, knew, like, hey, don't touch this rock. Don't touch it. It's bad. But what else would you expect from jelly beans? Like, I think jelly beans really... I'm not sure that he knew any better. In fact, I'm convinced that he didn't know better. And I think that that is definitely something that jelly beans would have done at the time. You know? Oh, you know what's weird? I don't know what it is. I got a text at like, when was this? It was at 4:36 a.m. It just says, "What's up?" From an unknown number. At 4:36 a.m. Who texts at 4:36 a.m.? It's not even like the "you up" texts are like, you know, that's like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe 2 if you're pushing it. By 4:36, if a dude has not, and I'm assuming that whoever this was got, like, sent it to the wrong number. But if somebody is like at 4:36 in the morning and still sending "you up" texts, they are absolutely desperate. Absolutely. But it's from the same area code, so I don't know. It's not like, you know, it's not like somebody from a different time zone got the wrong number. Like it's 6 something somewhere else. No, this was in my area code, so it was 4:36 in the morning for the exact same person. 4 non-blondes? Okay. I mean, I like blondes, but 4 non ones. And if I woke up this morning, I would not want to step outside because it is freaking cold. Let's see what time. Well, yeah, it's 37 degrees right now. And I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? I think this entire area is probably just dirt. Save for a few like patches of grass and such. Guys, this coffee is really having to make me have to go to the bathroom, but I'm trying to hold out. I've got 20 minutes. 20 minutes that I gotta hold out. Let's see. I'm like trying to let one go, but at the same time, it's like there's that risk where it's just you accidentally let more go than you mean to. And I was actually just talking about that with some buddies last night. Like, when's the last time that you all as adults have just pooped your pants? I cannot remember. I cannot remember the last time I actually pooped my pants. And we were having this discussion. We were trying to decide, like, does sharding actually count as pooping your pants? And I think the conclusion that we came to was it depends on the degree of the shart. I don't think there is an objective standard as to how much shart you actually need to have been considered actually pooping your pants. So that's a tough one. I'm not sure that there is a definite answer. I mean, yeah, I've bet on it and lost. But it's just like, it's just like maybe you pepper the inside of your boxers a little bit, but it's nothing that you can't take a wet wipe and just get out real quick and you're good as new. But it's never been like plop, And I can't remember, I think the last time I was that sick that happened was like, oh man, I might have been like 12 or 13. Okay, so we got ourselves kind of the dock workers place, which isn't crazy, but there's probably some administrative stuff that goes on in there. Oh, laying in bed. That's see, therein lies the question. Like, once that happens, do you change the sheets or is it too late? Like, is it worth it? Last time you threw up was the year 2000? Holy smokes. That's impressive. But guys, all this talk about poop. Yeah. You know what? I'll be right back. Fellas, that was a pusher. Shoo! You have to go just enough to where it's no longer an emergency. And I can tell from that it's today's going to be interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Anywho. And we wonder, why don't we get more women watching our channels? No woman wants to hear a man talk about his poops. Oh, man. You send me a Marco Polo while I'm on the turlet. Let's see. There's a stable around here somewhere. Ah, wellness check. That's what it was. Look, man, like, for some reason, my physiology has adapted to the point where, like, the need never occurs when I am somewhere that is not, a place that I'm comfortable with. Like, I don't, like, usually, I only have to go when I'm at my house. That's really just about the only time that I ever have to go, which isn't necessarily healthy. But when you do have to go, you got to go. Anyway, enough about poop. Where is a stable? I know there's a stable around here somewhere. I guess it'd be in the farms. Here, we'll just put this. Because that is an inn over there, so we're going to have to make sure that we get ourselves a nice stable for travelers. And I think that chances are this is going to be pretty well worn down to mud. Yeah, buddy. All right. I think these people really need to take care of their weeds, because the bushes are just getting so high. Yeah, I think women are a lot more forthcoming about that information whenever I mean, I guess it depends on how old they are. See, just filling in gaps here, filling in gaps. See, I have heard that many times, Frost. Like, even my mom would say that, because my mom used to clean my elementary school when I was growing up. And she actually asked me one time, she's like, is it embarrassing when I come and clean when I clean the school? Like, is that embarrassing to you? And I was like, no. I was like, I get to see you every day. That's great. I was a freaking sweetheart of a kid. Anyway. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, my mom would tell me that very same thing. But a lot of women won't tell you that. Because I think there are great pains taken to make sure that the women's restroom is accommodating. They got to have like actual chairs in there for them to sit around and stuff. Because I would help my mom out every once in a while in cleaning, and that's a lot of places they'll just put chairs in the women's restroom, which I guess is like if they're nursing or something like that, they want to make sure that they have a chair in there so they can sit down and do it. But even still. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is what you signed up for. I feel like I really didn't get that much done today. Would you guys feel like I cheated on you if I worked on this outside of the streams here just so we can get it done? Because I still feel like this is a monumental task, and I think that as we go along, I'm gonna feel like we get less and less done, because eventually I'm gonna have to start making edits that are so minute that it just becomes boring to watch. Like what I was doing with the riverbeds here. School janitors have almost the highest job satisfaction rate of all positions rated in the U.S. Really? Huh. Interesting. I did not know that. That's an interesting metric. I'm not saying that I'm going to have time to do anything on this outside of the streams. But if for some reason I get a wild hair and decide that I'm going to work on this map for, you know, an hour or something one night, then I might just do that. I don't know. We'll see. And anyway, it is 10 a.m. my time. So, yeah, we will, I guess, pick up next week. I think Crimson Throne is probably going to get started here pretty quickly. So I'll let you all switch on over there. Once we get monetized, I'll be able to raid you. I'll be able to raid them. So hopefully I'll be able to do that before too long. I think we're at 121 over on YouTube, and we don't have to worry about Kick because they're not on Kick over there. But on YouTube, once we get monetized, we can start raiding people. So I'm very excited about that. We just need to get up to 500, and we will be good to go. So I guess just for housekeeping, keep an eye open Monday. We'll have a new episode of Fear of Ages Past. I'm actually, as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to be putting the finishing touches on that episode, and we'll have that ready for you Monday morning. Join me again over again Monday evening, or not Monday morning. I'll have it ready for you Monday afternoon. And then Monday evening, obviously Call of Cthulhu over on Moonskull, and then, you know, all the other places that I'm at. But later on tonight, I will be playing Star Wars. So over on Moonskull. So go and check that out. Go and do all the things. You know what to do. You know what to do. You're not children. We're all men here, right? I think, unless there's some silent woman out there, in which case text me. Just kidding. Anyway. With that, I will just let you all go with an adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.